Hello, and welcome back to that new Hobby High episode. Fuck if I know. And straight off the bat, I'm going to have to welcome you to the fuck up. So I'm not at home this week. I've been freaking sent away for work. So I packed up all my little paints and a few things to paint in the off hours when I'm there, and stuck everything in my bag. Mickey Mouse, sweet as chips. And I get here, finally finish all my work, get a bit of time to do some hobbying, and thanks to fucking either, I can blame myself, or I can blame the people I flew with. Because I don't entirely know whose fault it is, I'm going to blame myself. So my entire travel box of paints here is now covered, it's been shaken up, and is now covered in a thick lambasting of retributor gold, and it's a fucking disaster. All my brush heads, all my fucking paints. I'm sitting here just fucking cleaning just so I can get some fucking hobby done. Because today was going to be like, I was actually planning on doing a video of me just sitting down, knuckling in, and showing how much I could get done on these Terminators, these 5 Terminators and this heavy weapon squad in like a couple of hours, because I had 2 hours spare. But that's gone down the fucking shitter, because now I'm fucking cleaning these fucking brushes, these paint pots, the whole ring. I've got a fucking big old coat of paint on my mixing lid, and then my hands are covered in it, and it's just everywhere. It's just a fucking, I don't know if any of you have babies, right? I've got a baby girl, and she is adorable. She is the best thing in the world. But sometimes, when she poos, it gets on everything. Every fucking thing. You wouldn't believe where it would end up. Well, that's the issue I'm having right now with this fucking paint. But, it won't take me too long to clean it up, or at least get it into some sort of manageable, hygienic fucking state. But I'm gonna have to think of a better way to take me little travel paints when I'm not at home, because this is fucking not acceptable. This is not acceptable. It is a travesty. All me really good fine detail brushes, you got all fucking it's a pity. I didn't bring any of that really swanky glue to fucking clean them. They're going to have to all have a good clean when they get home. So I'm not going to be able to do as much hobby this week as I'm supposed to. And as for actually doing my hobby this week, I didn't get much done at all, because I don't know if you know, we've had a hell of a fucking few storms here in Australia this past fucking week. Well, past fucking summer, to be honest. And so we had one go through here in Western Australia, and I've travelled on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, close to 3,000 kilometres, working from 5 a.m. through to 11 p.m, and then sleeping where in the dirt, and then getting up and then going off and doing another set of gen sets. And I was fucking exhausted, so I didn't get any time to really do any hobby. So I figured, this trip maybe, but then fucking this all came up. But yeah, so hobby-wise, there's been fucking absolutely sweet fuck all progress, unfortunately. I was going to fix that with this effort until my freaking retributor gold literally fucking exploded. So I'll take you through what I have done this week. And what I have done is finished another, let's clean my hands up here. I have finished another fucking Horus Heresy novel in line. Now, this is the rattiest book I've got. I have got a good copy of it, but it's this has been dropped in the bath. It has been it sat on top of the car when the rainstorms came through. I'm pretty sure a magpie had a go at it, and it's been freaking eaten by bull ants on a bit of a corner here. But Battle for the Abyss. It is book. Oh fuck! What is it? Book 8 of the Horus Heresy, and I've read some of the other reviews on it, trying to gather my thoughts on it when I've read it, and I a lot of people think this is a bad book, but I think this book pretty much sums up not the greater Horus Heresy. It's got this. It's a story within the Horus Heresy. It has no real bloody change in factors or any weight on the scale or how it ended up. Well, I suppose it did. They blew up the big fucking battleship, crashed it into a moon. But this sort of battle here, like these fellas boarding a ship, fighting their way through it and destroying it. Although it doesn't really affect the main story of the Horus Heresy, this is basically just some dude with a couple of World Eaters, a few Ultramarines, a couple of bloody Thousand Sons, playing Zone Mortalis against frickin' a bloke who's got some word bearers. That's what this is. This book is a game of Zone Mortalis. And if you read it like that, it's fucking really enjoyable, that's what I thought. The basic synopsis, in my eyes, and this is, feel free to change me ideas on it, is that word bearers get sneaky. They build an uber fuck off battleship with an uber fuck off gun, which is going to uberly fuck over anybody. And they build it on Mars, blow up a moon, and fuck off with it, raising no alarms for some fucking reason. Anyway, they get in the spaceship, they get in the fucking warp space, and they're fucking chugging along, log, and they find an ultramarine fleet and they blow the fuck out of it. Woohoo! This ship is super powerful. Blah, 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 blah. And then some other ultramarines and a couple of Thousand Sons, they come up in their little ships and they try to blow it up. They get fucked over. One ship turns into a bunch of demons. The ship with the Thousand Sons gets blown to fuck. Blah, 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 it goes on, but it gets damaged. So it pulls into a space station. They board it. They create shenanigans, and eventually, like, what's that old movie where everyone fucking dies? Overwhelming odds, everyone dies. It's like a World War II movie, fucking like Zulu Dawn. Fuck, can't remember. Anyway, everyone dies. Ship crashes into the moon. It doesn't get to use its big fuck off gun on Macragge. But I didn't mind it. It was a good, if you read it just as a standalone, it's a good sci-fi, it's descriptive, it's fun, it's not bad, it stands out as a game played on the tabletop rather than part of the larger overarching story of the Horus Heresy. So anyway, that's my thought of Battle for the Abyss. I enjoyed it. Would I read it again? Yeah, I probably wouldn't read it cover to cover. I'd just go back and find some bits that I really enjoyed, like the Thousand Sons holding off a friggin' spaceship worth of demons, and I'd go back and read bits of it. Funnily enough, it's the very pissed off word bearers, not word bearers, fucking world eaters I enjoyed the most out of this. The space wolves were a bit, who gives a fuck? Ultramarines, of course, rock, but they were pretty rigid and kind of dicks, actually, if I'm honest. But yeah, Battle for the Abyss. Didn't actually fucking mind it too much at all. Just going to make sure I've got clean hands before I show you what I'm doing next, because this next book has been lent to me, and I'm very excited to read it, just making sure my hands are clean, because I know the bloke who lent it to me may watch this video. So, clean hands, clean nails, nick it. I've been given this one to have a read. It's a hardcover. Horus Heresy Primarchs, David Annandale, Rabute Gilliman, Lord of Ultramar. Now, I haven't even cracked this one yet, because I was reading that one on the plane up here. But freaking, I'm looking forward to it. I know nothing about it. I don't know what time it's set in. Long before the coming of the Imperium, the realm of Ultramar was ruled by Rabute Gilliman, the last battle king of Macragge, Even after learning of his true heritage as a Primarch son of the Emperor of mankind, he strove to expand his domain as efficiently and as benevolently as possible. The 13th Legion Ultramarines are his alone to command. Now facing a rival empire on the orc-held world of Thoras, Gilliman must choose his weapons carefully, otherwise his dream of a brighter future may be lost forever. It gives you fuck all knowledge about what it's about, but I have been assured by 6 people that this is an absolute ball terror of a book. So when my hands are clean and I've not got paint everywhere, this is what I'm going to be reading next. And then after that, I think Mechanicum is the next book. That's only like 200 pages, maybe 3-4 hours reading in that. And then I think Mechanicum is next after this. But yeah, that's it for a nutshell. I'm going to finish cleaning this, and then I'm going to videotape me just quietly, without audio, just me painting for a couple of hours. That's going to be me fucking day, because I've just had a fucking absolute stinker of a week. No time for hobby. Work all the time. Very little time for family, which fucking kills me. Fucking kills me. Get home too tired. You get up and visit the babes at the daycare. Fucking kills me not. But nonetheless, this week will be better. We'll be back home soon. And we get to play. So I've got a few sacred hours to knuckle in and paint some blue boys. Anyway, that's all I got for this week. Love the lot of you. Take care of yourself. Give the missus a kiss, and I'll see you all later. Cheerio.